Welcome to Indie Music Live, episode 68, with highlights from David Werba 2016, and music from Darealkush and Patrick Ames. We're triple streaming to Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook Live, so please share this out. And now, welcome your hosts, Mr. David Werba and JoeJoeKeys. Indie Music Live, episode 68. I am JoeJoeKeys here. I'm just getting stuff situated on my desktop, but you can't see that. Everything's moving around. It's real fancy, lots of lights. So what's up, Dave? How are you tonight?
Good, man. I can do jazz hands too, man. Is that what we're doing tonight? Just jazz hands? That's
jazz hands. No, I'm trying some different stuff while I'm watching the show. I'm trying to pull up some new windows and try to interact a little bit in a different way. So I had something really funny to say tonight, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm gonna have to rely on you for that. So what's funny tonight? What's fresh, man?
I'll try and trigger it. First of all, it's been a while since I've said this, but I look pretty good tonight, Joe.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. What is it? What do you want to say? I mean, I look good. So what do you want to say?
That's what I was going to say. I look good.
Oh, you look good too?
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. You get a haircut? Yeah, you did.
Nope.
All right. You're just a little more cleaned up than usual. Past few shows, you had pimples all over your forehead and you're all greasy and shit.
I do still have one right here and right here. Anyway, right here. Anyway. So let's can you update everybody on what's going on with the music coin?
Yes, I'll do that for people. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I would recommend just people go check it out. Musiccoin.org, musiccoin.org. And I'm actually building and managing the new blog now. I've kind of taken a more active role in the project to facilitate our joint venture. And every day, man, still getting more excited about what's going on. This thing is like, I don't know. It's the future, man. It's like an industry shifting type of project. It's a cryptocurrency. It's also a streaming platform. It's also an ecosystem that's going to stretch outside of just music. And I would just encourage people to go check it out. Just go join, get in there, upload a song, start browsing around, feeling it out. We have a joint venture. We're going to be part of the editor's picks on their platform, verifications and a bunch of other stuff kind of over time. But yeah, and then we'll have the founders back as guests and possibly some of the artists, because we're still kind of working out like how to make this like a seamless partnership. But it's cool, man. I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, it'd be cool. So I'm looking into it. I've already made $1,000. So welcome to Be Easy. He's the host of the round table with us. We got Melanie Weiser in the house. Mr. Hicks is here from Enlightened Audiovisual, by the way. He's actually running the show. We're just puppets. And Mr. Chris Castellan, I don't know if you're still here. And in Periscope, we also had some people. I missed their names, though. Go ahead and heart us up and share this out. We're going to go ahead and start the night off with one of our most played guests or artists on the show. This guy came out with another EP. Fletch Towel is also in the house. What's up, man? Yo, hey, yo. So Patrick Ames, we're going to be listening to the song, The Meaning of Life. We've been helping him promote the new EP. It's a 4-track EP. It's only $3.96 on Amazon. So share this out, listen up, let us know what you think in the comments. The Meaning of Life.
Get through. It's time to choose.
episode 68 Indie Music Live. I'm JoeJoeKeys per usual, and I'm just trying to look up here. I'm trying to find all the comments that are going on in different spots, so bear with me. Patrick Ames, this guy has really come a long way. He was a Silicon Valley dude for a while. Now he's retired. Now he's making music, and he's working with two hot chicks that sing really well and all that stuff. So what do you think, Dave, of that new tune?
Well, Silicon Valley is actually like the breast implant capital of the world. But Silicon Valley is actually, San Francisco area, by the way. But yeah, he's like Patrick Ames. Yeah, I mean, prolific writer. I mean, he goes way back to the early days of Indie Music Plus. And we've had him on the show. We've played several of his tunes. And yeah, like
excuse me. Woo,
excuse me.
Man, I was trying to cover that up. Oh,
Anyway, he's like in our chat, in some of our past chats with him, it's like he writes a lot of music, and he's made a point. I want to reiterate this point with Patrick, is that like he's more interested in getting his songs done, recorded, and out there, and moving on to the next one, and just getting all this music out of his head on tape, on recording. Like that's number one, because we I know I've said in the past, it's like, yeah, the drums were a little thinned, and we talked about it, and that's just the way it is. And it's not like a good or bad thing, because I understand that. You understand it. It's like sometimes you got to get the music down first, because it just invades your brain if it just keeps swirling around and doesn't get put on a recording. It sometimes obsesses your life as an artist. Like you just have to get it down, and sometimes if there's so much going on in your head, you don't have time. You don't have enough time to think about like mixing and engineering. You just want to get it down, and you can always revisit it. Mm-hmm. So like I understand that point, but that being said, so it's like as we get new songs from him, we still have to give our feedback and critique it. So my thoughts on this, it's like, the drums, the issues I had in the past were really good on this one. Again, it's like they're from the first song he submitted to today, continues to get better with the drums. It's almost Jared Padone-esque playing on the drums, actually. So he's got some gospel vocalists in the background, which is cool. Thinking Randy Newman and Lou Reed type of vibe going on here. I guess a suggestion here I would have for Patrick is, with the acoustic guitar, I would think about doing more miking of the guitar rather than going direct, because it's like when you go direct with an acoustic, if you don't have an awesome like patch, or if you don't have like a really high quality guitar, it sounds a little buzzy.
Yeah, he's a little thin on that area sometimes.
Yeah, that's the only thing with this tune is it's to me, it's obvious it's a direct, patch into the mixing board with the guitar. So I would mic it. That would be my recommendation, is mic the guitar, and it'll sound way better. So.
All right, cool. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for all year long. Are you ready, Dave?
I'm ready. Yeah.
I mentioned the last episode or two ago that I was working on your highlight reel. We've already watched my highlight reel from 2016, which you can see on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope and all that stuff. And Dave brought his girlfriend tonight, just so everybody knows. So she's going to pop in and try to make out with him every once in a while, but it's not going to happen. So, all right, so it's time. We got about 10 minutes worth of a highlight. The actual video is about 20 minutes long, because Dave, he had to make his video better than mine, twice as long, right? So
sure, yeah. Even though I had no part in the mix, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you gave me the times, and I'm like,
true.
Boy, this guy
that's
likes
true.
to talk. So we're gonna catch a little bit of it. You're mad now, aren't you?
No, man. I'm almost never mad.
So we're going to do a little Mystery Science Theater type action like we did last week, where we're going to kind of hang out and just sort of make rude comments about ourselves. And Rob, whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and start the 2016 highlight reel of David Werba and Indie Music Live. So here we are. We're in the intro video. the intro part of the video, and I made this whole
Turn it
video, so
off,
it's really
man.
awesome,
Just like
so-
stop it
No,
now,
it's good.
and then make them like wait.
What's up,
for the
Robert
good
Clark,
stuff, the
Technodrome in the
after
house.
David
Good to see
Werba
you, my
this evening,
friend.
my
Haven't seen you a long time.
New and ongoing.
So we're watching
co-host.
highlights from
We
2016.
Joe, let me tell you something, man.
where
I
we
am
came
full
from
of it
and where
tonight.
we are today.
I have like Ron Burgundy Abbreviated energy going on highlights. right It now. should be about 10 minutes. Yeah, Joe, you can see the I full feel video more on than adequate YouTube tonight. I'm drinking some
Um,
bottom
with the nudity
shelf
and
Pinot Noir,
I think I take my shirt off.
and
in
I'm
the
ready to
full
rock.
video.
Full video is also on
As usual,
Facebook
Joe,
right
I feel
now. You can go
great
watch it.
today. I mean, all week it's just all just a lead up to this show. I last time the episode it was bottom shelf.
There's some good
Pinot
moments
Noir.
in these videos. You
That
gotta
I
have
was
to tell
drinking.
us though.
We're up to middle shelf Pinot Noir.
Yeah, man,
This
it
week.
was
Really,
really.
I can't wait. I just
I almost
can't wait. You know what
cried.
this is
during the,
throat
Isabel
spray.
section.
Oh, yeah.
Throat spray to sound so I sound more professional.
Really?
I want to get feedback from the listeners to see if it makes my voice sound more professional and maybe even make me sound smarter and more
We can't even
interesting.
hear ourselves. We're not even talking.
I'm hoping there's magic in this bottle.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, Joe, speaking of growth, I thought we were both going to grow a suspicious mustache for tonight's show. And I'm sitting here left alone with mine, and you didn't do it, and I feel uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. So what's up, man? How you doing this week?
Just want to talk to the ladies right now and say,
No.
even men have bad hair days, too.
Checka.
So,
You're growing. You had something to say about the website?
SEO is just like spiking like crazy, and that probably is
Are we live on
Chinese
mic?
to a lot of people. It
Oh,
might
there
even
we
be
go.
Chinese to Chinese people. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about is just the fact that I think I look pretty good tonight. The old lady next door, I was walking by and she was ogling me really hard. And I looked back and she just basically went like this. You know?
Nice.
No, I was just going to say I swam some laps today, and it felt great. Get the cardio going. Got out of the pool. That same old lady from last week was holding my towel, ready to put it over my shoulders.
Around a little
David
bit.
is daily
Yeah, and then tonight I think they have the whistling goats, but these goats, man, I had back pain all week. I watched the goats frolic in the backyard.
Yeah, Helen was a
so
big part
I think
of that.
there's something going on there. He's at the pool the next time I swam, and I swam this morning.
What's
I get
up,
out of the
Leland?
pool. There's 18 old ladies.
Holy shit. Facebook's
all
working for
with
us,
their own
man.
towel, ready to drape it over my shoulders, and it's spreading to other communities. I don't know if it's because I got a haircut, but I don't know what's going on. But I just want to keep people updated.
Yeah, man.
I got a surprise for you, Joe. I forgot to tell you, man. I got a candle going right now. Look
Oh,
at
yeah?
making me hungry, Rob.
Where'd you
Look
get
at that. Walmart? I mean,
Robbie.
come give me a break. I mean, Target, man. Come on.
Music Plus podcast. We're live on Blab tonight. I am sitting here with Mr. Affliction, David Werba.
Legendary
Yeah,
moment right there.
Oh man, dude, I wore this out to the bars last night. I was getting a lot of these, like from the ladies. I was walking, they're like, and
Now,
I
is this
walked by and they started laughing behind me. I don't know what that was about, but
Is this the fan club from the old apartment? Is that who was?
no, this is just out of the bars, man. I wanted to just, pop the cherry on this shirt. Look at this thing, man. Affliction. Oh, the website. Gosh,
Yeah,
man.
website.
You know what? This is crazy. Everything's coming together. Chris Swan, aka Loopy, is here in the room.
First
He's our
critic.
first guest critic.
The, what episode was that?
Man, was that like ninth?
Oh, I
Was
see.
that 19?
You have a little toy, or you
No, just
hungover.
feel better. Feel better now. All right, I'm going to take it. Which one should I go with? Which one should I go? I'm going to go with. Oh,
Oh, that's the wrong
Man.
one.
But I got to tell you something. And it's been a rough few days, dude. I'm just going to say this. I got a pimple on my cheek.
Yeah, you
And
almost
it
cried
just
right there.
sprouted up. It's pretty rare. It's been really difficult to deal with, but I called the Secretary of State. I was able to get a handicap sticker for my car because of this pimple, and just
How long did
having
that
to deal
last?
with it and the stress. And,
I do.
you know,
I've been
it
talking
really
about your
messed me up.
pimples,
and I chose
no,
not to.
I addressed my own
cover it
pimples
up.
too.
I created tonight for you.
Thank you.
Quirky, folky, poppy vintage. It's going to catch on. I know it
It
is.
will.
I mean, that song is cool. I really like that song, but I don't even think that showcases your, like, the extent of your skills, man.
Yeah, not at all.
We had you on a blab a few months back, and we laid down a beat for you live, and you were just freestyling, and it was some of the coolest shit I've seen in a long time, man. I mean, just rock hard. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that yet. I still heard it.
We didn't at all. See, that's amazing because I guess you can just tell. Yeah.
Well, the other amazing thing, okay, I'm going to kind of take over for a second. So the funny thing is I sort of, in a lot of ways, I'm sure. So go ahead.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Joe. It's what I call the Justin Timberlake syndrome. Have I told you about this? It's the Justin Timberlake syndrome. It's a new phrase, and I'm going to define it on strangehuman.com very shortly. But if Justin Timberlake, if they gave him a lie detector test and they asked him the question, would you like to live your entire life in falsetto? He would say yes. I think like the background music reminded me. We told Rob
Happy
Hicks.
Thanksgiving, by the way.
No, we told Rob to
Yeah,
just
there's a
surprise
few
us
of them
with
there.
the overlays. We have a chicken or a cock, however you want to say it.
Sure about that?
It was an experiment. I took a shower and I just didn't touch it. I wanted to just see what happened to my hair. And we're thinking of maybe dedicating an entire show to men's hair products maybe in a few months or something. We're going to talk to Rob about that. No, you have great hair. I was telling you before, I grew my hair out that long in college. That's pretty much what it looked like.
I can't picture it.
Yeah, it's like you want to just like grab a clump of it. But you were talking about, hey, Joe, I feel like a pile of horse manure tonight, man.
Good, you kind of look like it.
Yeah, not feeling well. Just been fighting something for a couple weeks. But I would never miss a show, man. I would have to be in a stretcher in the morgue to miss this show. So that's pretty exciting news.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, very exciting.
All right. Well, anyway, getting the show started off with that weirdness. Thank you for that, Dave. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
man, I'm just speaking the truth.
So I just want to let everybody
I actually
know.
met Gail Gilliland in person. She has
I saw that.
Yeah, she has like 17 L's in her last name, but what a treat for her to meet me in person. It was probably one of the best nights of her life. But yeah, Joe, can I talk here, man? Gee, God, you're dominating today.
You have a reputation.
All right, so I just got a DM from Sam.
Anyway, anything else, Dave?
That's it, man. I mean,
All right.
$1 for featured artists. I mean, that's like the central focus of our show. That's worth $3,000. No, man, I'm excited about the music tonight. I have a lot to say, and I hope I just get my space to talk for once.
Yeah.
Indie Music Plus is basically like 18 months old, because you started this before we met. So, man, I'm proud of that. I have a lot of pride with what we built. This is still not our full-time job, yet we've been able to achieve that. And why is that? I think about it, Joe, and it's really, I mean, I look at you as a partner, and it's like, what are your qualities? You have to have a
Pretty. Wait a minute.
well, I mean, sure, sexy. A lot of sexiness going on around this room. You have to have a deep passion. You have to have like a good work ethic. You have to have basically the inability to quit, and I knew that when we first met. I saw that in you. It's just like, I'm the same way. It's like you can't approach building a business like, if it doesn't work out in 3 months, we'll just see what happens. Like, no, we're not going to quit.
All right, so Dave had some explosive diarrhea. He had to go and take care of some stuff during that thing. So
Every night.
all right, so I was browsing around. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Periscope. I just made up the word browsing, and it's going to mean something here sometime pretty soon, but I have to figure out what that is.
Browsing on Periscope.
What?
Browsing on Periscope. Perusing.
Yes. So what'd y'all think of the highlights video there? Dave's a pretty funny guy, right? He's got chicks all over him all the time.
All the time, dude. It's a problem sometimes. I got to be honest, guys.
All right, cool. So we don't have a featured artist tonight. We don't have a live guest, but we are going to move on and listen to just a little more music before we head off to the Indie Musicians Roundtable, which we also do on Tuesday nights, starting at 10 something after we're done with this show. So we generally get started right around 10 to 10:30. So just hang out on the page, look for those. Boy, Fletch is really being a jerk tonight, isn't he? He's like being real wordy. He didn't like us talking over the highlight video. I'm joking, Fletch.
I mean, when are we gonna have Fletch on the show? It's been like a year and a half.
He's good and ready to come on the show.
18 months we've been like trying to get him on the show. This is crazy.
So anyway, all right. So let's, Rob, whenever you're ready, let's listen to Darealkush with his song "Dirty Birds" on Indie Music Live, episode 68.
Early AM, smoking crayon, got some cash on me. Feeling great, making play, throw a pass on them. Dirty birds, flying out the dirt, sliding in the skirt. I got hella work, we blessed up like church. Keep it player church. It's a major key alert. Like Khaled, I'm a keep it here work. No more locked doors, hundreds of fifties and half cities. Both of them litty, I'm fucking the silly. Don't want a million, I'm aiming for billies. Kicking the door, yeah, I'm taking the billies. Jewels and all, won't settle for pennies, but thankful for penny, let's with some Henny. I'm a ill nigga with or without Bentleys. I'm a little nigga with or without Henny. You see this shit like I'm killing the Kenny. It ain't over to the girl from the K to sing. Who should be singing my favorite thing? I had to focus and make a way. I had to work and to swerve and to turn the lane. I'm on the move like I'm in a race. I'm on the move with the boost, I'm a winner race. I like all colors, ain't in the race. I'm never hiding, I keep a G in your face. Where I come from, gotta innovate, get it by enemies, fuck by the pen and tape. TD, I touch down and make a play, I make a play for them grounds, I'ma blow today. I hit it deep on the fadeaway, I got a mug in the bench, ain't no holding me. Run up the narrow like underlay, look at your cheek, how she won't dig. Dirty birds, it's them dirty birds. Staying high, staying fly in the dirty world. Dirty birds, fool. Dirty birds, fool. Yeah. Dirty birds, it's them dirty birds. Staying high, staying fly in the dirty world, nigga. Dirty birds, fool. Hey, you know I gotta go get the sack. You know I had to go flip the pack. You know I can't do no piggyback. Rather keep feeding my piggy bank. Hundreds and gold in my piggy bank. They think I care, but I really can't. Lost my fucks back in the day. I just get chips and lay your bait. Layer and lay up, I never claim. Niggas be cuffing and locking chains. Run some attention, boy, she gon' change. Sprung over pussy, boy, you insane. I got so tired of keeping kosher, I had to wake up the beast in me. HoodBuddha, it's the Buddha. Killing them, fuck up my inner peace. She said she digging my energy. I say I'm digging, I chemistry.
All right, Darealkush, Dirty Birds. I wonder if he's talking about the game Dirty Birds or Angry Birds or something. I don't know. What do you think he's talking about there?
Well, first of all,
I don't know.
well, Joe, I mean, first of all, K Soul is here early. You know, it's like a big court date. She's like showing up early just in case so she can close the deal. But that's exciting to see. It's dedication. And we always love that stuff. But Dirty Bird, yeah, man. Again, Joe, second week in a row here's an example of the clean bass that I like to hear in the hip hop rap scene. That Beezy just totally the point he made a couple weeks ago was like, yeah, it's like, man, it's always going to be noisy or something like that because of the indie budget. So yeah, we'll talk about that, and I'm going to bring it up in the roundtable, and I'm going to address him. I'm going to confront him, and he's probably going to lose the debate again. But
most likely.
Most likely. I mean, it was such a nice sound, man. It was like a nice mix. It was a
nice and
clean,
smooth. I liked it. It was,
super smooth, clean, warm bass, man. Like the only issue I'd have with this song is to spend a little more time on the like the engineering on the vocals, maybe the EQ, maybe like put like some type of effect on it. It just sounded like a little dry, and it didn't quite.
I really liked his,
yeah.
I really liked his graphics more than anything.
More than the music.
I mean, not more than the music, but more than like that's what really like made him stick out to me was the graphic that he had on here. Did you see that? I
did. It was almost it almost looks like Prince to me.
Yeah, go to his Facebook page and not only like it, but check out the graphic there, Darealkush. So, all right, so we're gonna head over to the musicians roundtable. Any last final words this evening, Dave? Do you want to talk about how good you looked in the video again, or anything?
No, man. I mean, I haven't said it in a while because it's so obvious. I don't want to sound Trump-like or anything, but I look pretty good tonight. And but I mean, people have been hitting me up on social.
Of course they have been. All right, so as always, thank you to Robert Hicks for making us look good, making us sound good. I'm actually like not quite this pretty, so Rob makes me look really, really good.
No, Joe, I mean, we don't talk about this that much, man. You're like a third cousin of Val Kilmer. I mean, there is some sexiness in there if you look real close at your face.
If you look past the pimples.
You have to, in the right lighting at like a kind of a seedy late night bar, you look like Val Kilmer.
There you go. I get a lot of guys' numbers that way. So
nice. Oh
no, seriously though, it's for just a side note. My grandmother used to say exactly. She's like, "You look like somebody. You look like a movie star." And then they figured it out one day. They're like, "Val Kilmer," and I'm like, "What? Because the cheeks?" All right, so we have Loopy, we got K-Soul, we got Be Easy, we got the Indie Musicians Roundtable coming up directly after this show. We're just going to change the scene and move things around a little bit. So go ahead. There's a scheduled video on our Facebook page. You can go ahead and just join in right now. And we'll see you next week for Indie Music Live episode 69. So y'all have a great week if we don't see you later at the Roundtable.